Hi. Well, yesterday I was complaining that it was snowing and it was only the middle of November. And I guess the good thing about it snowing in the middle of November is if it gets a little bit warmer the next day, it can all but disappear. And that's what happened. It's in the 40s today. Still feels mighty cold to me, but most of the snow is gone, so I'm going to be grateful for that. I will say that the all-wheel drive was great yesterday because I did drive in it. And it helped a lot because it can be really scary now. I realize I'm going to have to be super careful anytime there's snow or ice or anything like that on the ground. So I'm on my way now to pick up something for lunch, and I also want to stop off and see if I can pick up one or two little things to help me with my organizing. And I'm going to get back to that. I did film a little bit of the very start of the organizing, and I will try to get that up. I have one video to put up before that, and then that one will go up. Phone rings even in the car. Okay, this is the top drawer, and it's not bad in its organization, but I could utilize the space better. I find for me that when I stand the clothes up, it works better because I can see everything, and when I want to choose something, I'm not lifting things up to look at a stack of things and making it not work as well. So I'm going to change that hopefully and see if I can make it work better. And if I can, I'll take you along on that journey. Okay, the top drawer has been redone now. And as you can see, by folding the clothing differently, it makes them so much more accessible. I know exactly what I want to wear based upon color, based upon style, based upon what I see, and I see it all at once. Now again, because the clothing is the heavier winter clothing and it's bulky, I'm not going to get as much in here as I would typically if it were lighter weight clothing. But even so, I'm doing at least 5 deep. So I've got a minimum of 15 tops in here, and I can really even do more if I had to. Right now I've got my purse organizers in the top drawer, so they're all easily accessible. And I have different sizes for different size handbags. That probably will change though, and will go into a lower drawer because I can get one more row of tops in here. So if I have all my tops in here, it's going to make life so much easier when trying to choose what to wear. So that's the top drawer. Now, whenever I do something like this, it doesn't mean it's forever. This is what works for me right now. If this no longer works for me as time goes by, I'll change it. It's evolutionary. The second drawer is essentially a mess. What happened was I just put things in here randomly just to get them out of the way. I have a couple of sheets. I have a sweater. I have some of my healing stuff that I used when I was, before the surgery, when I went for the radiation. I've got some belts. That's not working. We're going to have to organize this much better, and I will do that. I'll show it to you when it's done. On this chair, I'm dealing with paper clutter and little Miss Tish. Hey, Rube. Hi, baby girl. I'm dealing with paper clutter that I have to go through and get rid of, so I'm going to be working on that as well. I'm going to sit for a little bit. I'll watch a TV program, and I'm going through that paper clutter, and I'm going to get rid of the stuff. Okay, we've managed to get through all of the paperwork that was there. We've got the garbage bags that are ready to go out. The top one's not quite full yet, so I have to work on that. So we're just working our way across the room as we get into being able to do it. As I told you, I have to go through these boxes and get rid of that stuff. I'm going to have to devote a day to that. And we have that, and then working around to the armoire that is on that side of the room. So once again, it's still a lot of work to get done, but it is coming along, and I will get it done come hell or high water. Do not ask me how this happened. I have not a clue, but I filmed this once before and somehow it wound up being upside down and I could not straighten it out to save my life. I tried. What I started to say was, this room had been my mother's and my aunt's room. They had shared it. They had 2 beds in this room back then, and then after my mother died and my aunt was living here for several years, this was her room. And at the time, I actually had painted this room a very rich green. It was like Crayola crayon, like a Kelly green. It was quite beautiful, actually, and I had some very pretty pieces in here. It has since become my safari room, and I had added some crown molding to this room that I really fell in love with, actually, and a little bit of trim around the closets. And I also did a closet that needs to be reorganized, so I will go over that when I get to it. So this is, again, it was organized, but it needs to be reorganized, so I will get to that and I will show it to you as well. Having these drawers in it was a huge help, and the double hanging space on the right, but there were some issues with the closet that had nothing to do with the closet but the room. I'll go into that later when I'm working on the closet. So once again, this is just a triple dresser that I had bought a number. It's actually like a double dresser, single dresser. This is a dresser that I had bought a number of years ago at this warehouse that I used to buy some nice pieces of furniture at for a really good price. Once again, this is in going with the theme of the safari room. Here's a little bit more of my safari kind of stuff. Once again, all of this is a work in progress, and it's stuff that needs to be worked on more. So I've got a lot to do. I have to get through these boxes, and I'm going to try to do that. It'll take a day or 2, maybe 3. We'll see. But I am doing the very best that I can to get as much stuff done as I can. As I say, I may wind up living down here for a time, and I'd like to make it a room in which I will be comfortable. So we shall see, but the organization part of it is working. I've only done the top drawer so far. I showed that to you before. It was not terrible, but it was not working for me as well as it is now. I also have to do a load of wash, so there'll be more clothes going into that. The second drawer will be done shortly, and then I'll get down to the third drawer, which I can't access as much now anyway because bending is harder for me. So on that note, now you'll notice I've got the moving men under the chest because as a woman, you know, I really was not able to move this stuff without it. That's when I was able-bodied. The closet is redone for now, but I have to tell you, it is still driving me crazy. It is absolutely driving me crazy because it looks busy. It looks busy, and it needs to function differently, but for now, this will have to do. Everything is in a place. I'm not saying in its place, but in a place. So that is going to have to work for now. In those 2 boxes, I have pants and tops. I have sleeveless tops in the pull-out drawer next to the sheets. And, you know, nothing has a particular rhyme or reason, and that is driving me crazy. But, as I say, I have far bigger fish to fry at this moment, so it's going to have to do for now. The top drawer is a jewelry drawer, and it's pretty simple. I don't like it. I don't like the way that it's done, but once again, it will do for now. I have to purge a lot of things from here. I should really try to sell some of these things. This is really pretty, but do I need it? No. I've got loads of these, and necklaces. I've got loads of earrings. I've got some really pretty pieces. All costume. This is a piece I had picked up. That's funny, it looks really, really purple through the camera eye. It is purple, but it's a much more muted color. And it's interesting, when I saw in the background the little bear, I used to collect bears. This came to me with some candy for some holiday. I don't even remember which one. And the second drawer, whoops. And the second drawer has some knee-highs in there, some slipper socks, a couple of pairs of tights, and that's going to be hard for me to wear right now with my leg the way it is. I've got panties here, I've got some scarves here, I have folded belts, one slip, even though I haven't worn a slip in a dog's age, but just in case. And I had two belts that only fold flat that I keep on top. They're easy to move and easily accessible. So that's drawer number 2. Once again, do I love it? No, but it will do for now. Drawer number 3 holds my soft bras and panties. It has some of the smaller wallets, a couple of things that I have, a couple of my Coach pieces, and the back 2 things are fabric that I had bought. It's ultra suede, and I had fallen in love with it, and I was going to use it to cover something. Of course, that hasn't happened yet, but I love the fabric, so it stays. I had bought 2 pieces of the zebra and 1 of the leopard, and as you can see, I mean, I'm a die-hard animal print lover. So that is drawer number 3. Now, drawer number 4 is interesting because it holds some jeans that I had bought, and I bought these with the intention of selling them. This is Not Your Daughter's jeans, and I love those jeans. It looks like it has a little lint on it from sitting in the drawer, but they still have the tags on it, as you can see. And most of these are in size 12. So I definitely wanted to sell them. Maybe I will try to do something online on Poshmark or something. I love Not Your Daughter's jeans, and this was from the earlier lines, and I just never got around to selling it, so I think I'm going to do that now. I love this. I had bought 2 of these for myself, one in black and one in blue. I just love the trim, that little bit of bling on the outside of the leg. And I have plain ones as well, so I have several pair of jeans that I have got to sell. Drawer number 5 is pajamas. So I have my pajamas in that drawer, and oh, son of a gun. I think I can just, yeah. So that's what I have in drawer number 5. And that completes the closet as it stands at the moment.